All right. Greetings once again, and this is welcoming you to the second part, the part two of the series we are running on how to score above 300 in JAMB. The series has been very explosive so far, very interesting and mighty revelations that we are sharing in this series. This is the part two of the series, and it's going to be long. It's going to be long. We are going to be doing several parts because there's so much that candidates of UTME need to know and understand. And we are determined and poised to reveal all of them to you. So if you are new to this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell notification button so that every video I drop, you are going to be notified of them. And then I want to also encourage you to share this with your friends. Um, Let them join this move so that there will be increase in the number of people that score above 300 as far as UTME is concerned. In today's video, I want to show you how JAMB thinks. This is a very important part in this series. How JAMB thinks. Listen, if you truly want to score above 300 in JAMB, there's something you must stop doing immediately. Now that you are watching this video, now that you've heard me, there's something you must stop doing. And that is, you must stop seeing JAMB as an enemy. That's the first thing you must stop doing immediately. You must stop seeing JAMB as an enemy. See, JAMB is not your enemy. JAMB is not trying to punish you. JAMB is not. You must settle that. JAMB is not setting questions to embarrass you. Are you getting what I'm saying? JAMB is simply testing how well you understand what you were taught. The only difference is that JAMB is doing that in their own way. They are doing that in their own way, and that their own way is what many candidates never bother to understand. Have you ever tried to understand how JAMB thinks? Have you ever tried to understand JAMB's way of doing things? Have you? JAMB has a pattern. JAMB has a pattern. Listen, my friends, JAMB does not set questions randomly. Every year, topics repeat. Topics repeat every year. Every year, question styles repeat. Every year, JAMB sets the same traps. The same traps repeat. Every year, the mistakes that candidates make repeat. So there is repetition every year. The only thing that changes in JAMB is just the numbers, the arrangement, and all these small things. But topics repeat, question styles repeat, every other thing repeat. This is the reason why past questions still work. And I don't know why we still find candidates in this day and age preparing for JAMB without past questions. Past questions work, and they work like magic. Not because JAMB is lazy. No, JAMB is not lazy. It is just because the standards do not change. The standards are the same year in, year out. Okay? So let me show you how JAMB sets their questions. Let's do this part two very quickly. JAMB sets questions based on three things. Based on three things. Very quickly. Number one is that JAMB sets questions based on direct syllables. JAMB sets questions based on direct syllables. Number two is that JAMB sets questions based on common classroom mistakes. Remember, these examiners, they know what they are doing. JAMB also sets questions based on the most misunderstood concepts. So if there is a concept in physics that JAMB knows that most students misunderstand, they are likely to set questions there. If there is a concept in use of English, if there is a mistake that people make very, very commonly, JAMB is likely to dwell there every year and set questions there. They are not setting questions to see whether you can write long notes. They are asking to see whether you truly understand. JAMB wants to know. The reason why they say JAMB is difficult, JAMB is this, and JAMB is that, is because JAMB wants to see if you truly understand this concept. If you are a science student, to what extent do you understand chemistry concept? To what extent do you understand physics concept? JAMB wants to test it. Are you getting what I'm saying? So that is why their options look confusing. You will notice that options are confusing. You will notice that two answers appear to be correct. You will notice that suddenly simple question will seem hard once JAMB asks it. Why? Because they are testing clarity. They are not testing your ability to memorize things. JAMB is not just interested in whether you can cram and put stuffs in your head. JAMB wants to test clarity. They want to see whether you actually understand this concept. Okay? So that is why past questions are powerful. Let me be very clear here so that you go with me. If you ignore past questions, you are preparing blindly. You should have seen what I'm saying from what I've said so far. If you are preparing for JAMB in this particular year and you are not preparing for it alongside past questions, you are preparing blindly. Very, very blindly. Listen, past questions help you to see the topics that are twisted. Because you see it this year, you see it the following year, you see it the following year, you begin to notice patterns. Past questions help you to recognize repeated patterns, to understand JAMB language. There's a way JAMB constructs their questions. It's different from WAEC, it's different from NECO. So if you look at JAMB past questions will help you to understand JAMB language. It will help you to also predict likely questions. Many candidates that score 300 and above, they don't read more books than others. They simply studied past questions better. And some of these things are the things we are going to help you to understand how to do in this series of teachings. So let me quickly show you the JAMB language problem, which is another reason why many candidates fail. Many candidates understand the topic. If you bring up this topic, you hear a candidate say, I understand it. I know this topic. I know it. But you notice that that candidate does not understand how JAMB will ask questions in that topic. Maybe he has read his textbook, he feels that he understands the topic, but because he's not practicing with past questions to understand JAMB language, he will not understand exactly how JAMB is going to ask questions as far as the topic is concerned. Let me tell you something. JAMB uses indirect statements. A lot of times they use a kind of indirect way to ask you questions. In the subsequent videos, I'm going to show you that JAMB uses tricky options. Okay, they have asked you the question. The weight of the question, the real weight of the question will be found in the options. There you begin to discover that options look similar. Two options look correct. Options look confusing. Now, if you rush as a candidate, you fall into the trap. But if you stay calm and you read it quietly, the answer will become obvious. Okay, so I want to end this by showing you, I want to show you the common JAMB traps that you must watch out for. Of course, this is what it is all about. As you begin to understand the traps, You know how to guard against them. Here are some common traps that you must guard against. JAMB likes to use the word except, at least. They use but, excluding, you see that? At most. Sometimes they use not. Which of the following is not a characteristic of, okay? Another thing is that JAMB gives you options that are almost correct. Options are almost correct. They test formulas in ways that you don't expect. These are small, small traps that JAMB sets for you, that if you are not careful, if you are hurried, if you are in a rush, if you are trying to beat time, if you are fast, if you are panicking, you fall into the trap. So this is why speed alone is not enough as far as JAMB is concerned. Speed is not everything. Speed without accuracy is going to destroy your score. Are you listening? I hope you are listening. Speed without accuracy will destroy your score. Okay? So, JAMB rewards calm reading. Yes, it is a timed exam, but you must be calm. JAMB rewards smart elimination of options. JAMB rewards correct reasoning. You must be able to reason correctly. It's not just about being fast. No. If you are fast, you are going to mess up the whole thing. So in this video, before we close this video, I want to encourage you to think like JAMB. I want to encourage you to think like JAMB, not like your secondary school teacher. A lot of you are still in SS3 preparing to write JAMB. Think like JAMB. I know you are used to thinking the way your secondary school teachers were thinking, but now you have to think differently. You know that your teachers in secondary school, they teach you primarily to pass school exams. But what JAMB is doing is to test millions of candidates in order to rank them. In order to rank them. And the difference is important. JAMB wants to separate those who understand from those who memorize, from those who cram concepts. JAMB wants to make that separation. Once you understand this, you stop panicking. Once you understand this, you stop guessing blindly. You choose your answers logically because you understand the intention of JAMB. Okay? Now, but here is the big secret. Sometimes when we talk like this, people think, oh, JAMB is this, JAMB is that, JAMB is insurmountable and all that. No. JAMB is one exam that you can predict. JAMB is more predictable than you think. If you understand the JAMB game, you understand that it is more predictable than you think. JAMB looks very hard, but not for everybody. JAMB looks very hard, but it is not for everybody. JAMB looks very hard, as I'm going to begin to show you in the subsequent parts of this series. JAMB looks very hard to candidates who didn't study their past questions well. JAMB looks very hard for candidates who did not use their syllabus. JAMB looks very hard for candidates who did not practice CBT regularly and properly. But for candidates that are prepared, JAMB is a familiar territory. JAMB is a familiar territory. There is nothing in it. So I want to encourage you, let this be your peak today from this video. Stop reading without direction. Stop reading without direction. Start studying with a pattern in mind. Are you getting what I'm saying? Have a pattern in mind. JAMB has a pattern. Discover the pattern and start studying with that pattern. Treat your past questions like a teacher. Many of you don't understand the weight of past questions until I begin to show you in subsequent videos. You understand how to treat your past questions and you see how past questions are going to help you to excel in this exam. Treat your past questions like a teacher. Don't try to read fast when you are When you are answering questions, don't try to read fast. Don't try to do all these things. Try to read calmly. Try to read a bit slowly to understand. When you understand, it becomes easier. Actually, when you read calmly, you save time. Because sometimes you rush through these things and you understand nothing. So reading slowly and calmly saves your time in the long run. Are you getting it? I hope you got the point I made in this part. Okay, we are going to conclude it here. Once again, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel and to do well to share this video. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. If you wouldn't mind, you are going to see my book on how to score 300 plus in JAMB. You are going to see it in the description. You can download that book and begin to go through it. If you look at that book, you are going to see the things I'm saying summarized. The things I'm saying, I'm trying to expand things, I'm trying to explain things, but that book is a condensed summary of all you need to score above 300 in the forthcoming UTME exam. Okay, so I welcome you once again to this channel. This series is going to be explosive. This series is going to give you the blueprint that you need in order to get whatever score is your dream and get admission into your dream institution and to study your dream course. All right, my name is Henry Divine, and I'm doing this with a passion to help you to see you succeed. All right, see you at the top. Thank you.